Okay, we're back. Working on this again. After several trials and errors yesterday, I have come to the conclusion, it's just my conclusion, I haven't tested it yet, but I think that the rod that I was using to push the books is too long and I had it mounted too high. Every time I ran it through with the spring on down here, it would either push the book back like this, or it wouldn't bring it back at all, or numerous other fails that I had. So I'm going to try to bring the motor down lower, and I'm going to cut this rod down. I'm going to go an inch at a time until I find a length that works. So stay tuned. Alright, so I lowered the motor down so that it was about halfway in line with all of the books that are moving. I put a smaller spring on here. Before I had a 6-inch spring. I have no idea why I got such a big spring. This one's a 2.5-inch spring. It's attached onto the book here, and attached onto my test rod here, and so let's give it a go here. Sorry, hang on a sec. Oh, I cut a notch down in here too, so that the push rod could come, the push bar. I need to cut that a little more here. Alright, well, looks like the spring isn't strong enough to pull the book all the way back in. It's getting there. It's still not strong enough. It's getting there. I think I'm going to try to move the spring down a little bit lower on the book. See how that works out. It's getting there though. Alright, I moved the spring down lower on the book here. Oh, well, that's worse. That's not even bringing the book back in. Alright, well, I think a smaller spring. I got one more thing to try before that, though. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, I moved the motor back about 1/2 inch or so. That's a little better. It's not bringing it back all the way back where I want it to, but almost there though. Almost there. I'm trying to move it. See, that's getting pretty darn close. It's almost there. Let me try a couple more adjustments. Alright, I moved the spring up higher. I was just looking at it, and the spring isn't pulling it back in like it was a little bit lower. So I'm going to move it down lower, and I'm going to pull it back another 1/2 inch or so. See how that works out. Okay, I had it on the lower one earlier and down here. And I got a hole here where it's at right now. I had it on this hole here, and the tension of the spring wasn't allowing it to. It was sitting up like that. and it wasn't allowing it to come down all the way, so I moved it up, and I think this is it. The only thing I need to do, because I moved it back an inch, is make this, this is my test one, but the real ones I need to cut down, instead of 2.5 inches, 1.5 inches. See how that works. Let's look at the front. See, because this isn't pushing it out far enough to make it look effective to me. So let me use one of my real ones, cut down 1.5 inches, stick that on here, and see how that works. But I think I'm almost there. Alright, so this is now 6.5 inches. I moved this up a little bit because this was hitting down on this right here. So instead of cutting this more, I moved the whole motor up a little bit, and so it's clearing that. Yeah, so let's plug it in and give it a go. Oh my God, I think that's it. It's catching a little bit on the mat, or the duct tape I have down here, and a little bit on the spring, but this isn't my permanent mechanism. But I think that's working. I think that's it. Let's take a look at the front here. I think that's the ticket. Alright, well that's it. That's it for tonight. Tomorrow I will set the whole thing up, and we'll see what it looks like. Thanks for watching.